Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud. It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Wednesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how are we feeling tonight, man?
I'm back. Let's go, baby. Let's do this. Not as an exciting pregame show, but we got amped up there at the end. We're ready to go.
I was like, "You're back. Where were you? You've been here." Like
I just felt like I was a little low energy there before the show started. And I was like, I got to find my spot, but I'm good.
You hit it. You hit it.
Let's do this.
In the pregame show that will never see the light of day. That
yes.
cannot be seen. Well, good. I'm
glad
if
we want to keep this show going, that is.
Yeah, exactly. That one's staying in the archives. Rolling in just as show started, still setting up, throwing on a hockey sweater, fixing his background. Mookie hanging out. Mookie, how you feeling, man?
Damn it. I really thought I changed that background. I'm pretty sure they hauled my ass out of the back like 3 days ago. Well, let me rephrase. They hauled my ass out 6 days ago, but then I got the drunk tank 3 days ago. So I need to be better about that.
I can't believe you're wearing a UC hat on this show right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are they not in the playoffs?
Do you realize what week it is? It is Crosstown Shootout week. Drew, zip them up. You're wearing a UC hat on the week of the Crosstown Shootout. You got to be kidding me right now.
Is it too early to get a boo this man?
No.
Now, wait, hold on a minute, though.
It is not too early. Not at all.
Man, this is some bullshit.
There it is.
Man.
Boo. Now, okay, that is a fair boo, except I thought the Crosstown Shootout was like in the teens, December
Saturday.
teen something.
Nope, Saturday, 8:30 p.m.
Really?
Yeah. So how you feeling now wearing a UC hat on the show?
I mean, the same as I was, because I don't own a Xavier hat. Because I'm going to put this 100% on Xavier, because their hats are shit, dude. Like, they don't put out good lids, like, at all.
Well, that's debatable, but okay.
I'm sorry, Mike. Where's your zip 'em up hat?
I am wearing a Xavier shirt because I always rock the show in my hat. You are wearing a Detroit Red Wings jersey and a UC hat, and I'm so disappointed.
I'm sorry. Are you new here? Have you not realized I do what I motherfucking want?
I realize that very much. Trust me. We got an awesome show for you guys tonight.
I'm trying to make a bit out of it. All right.
We're going to talk some Crosstown Shootout tonight. We've got some Hard Knocks recap from Scott. Also, I have a take about Mac Jones, and it's pretty clear that Dabo's leaving Clemson. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Before we do all that, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight. Scott, what is in your mug this evening?
The final two. This is one of the final two pumpkin beers for
end of an era.
End of an era for this calendar year. But tonight in my glass I have Headless Astronaut, which is just a pumpkin amber ale. That's it. That's all it says. 5.5%. Another one of these big boy cans that I love so much. Got to get you the growler cans, just special, just because
Scott loves him some BBCs.
I do. I love the BBC beers. And on the
I got a scale for us.
Do we? Oh, good, because I was struggling.
Our boy, friend of the show, former guest Joey Chestnut, just won the shrimp cocktail eating championship at St. Elmo's in Indianapolis this weekend. He ate 17 pounds of shrimp cocktail in 8 minutes. They said that the average human eats 4 pounds of shrimp cocktail in a year. He ate 17 in 8 minutes. So on a scale of 0 to 17, Scott, where does this one fall?
This is a solid 13. Lucky number 13. on the 0 to 17 scale. I'm enjoying this one. I picked it out specifically because I was like, I don't think I've ever had a pumpkin amber ale. I mean, unless
Yeah,
you're
that's
just
a
gonna,
unique style for pumpkin.
yeah, it jumped out at me, and so I was like, it might, much like the sours, it was like this could go one of two ways. But first taste on this one, I'm enjoying it. I'm just hoping that the pumpkin flavor doesn't disappear and it just become an amber ale.
Yeah, well, that's likely.
I'll see how it holds up.
Yeah. Mookie, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking a Phantasm Advanced Fluid Dynamics. It's a DIPA from Weldwerks Brewing. I feel like we've had a couple of them show up in a rotation here.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta be honest, I'm struggling over here. This is not what I expected. Coming again once from Weldwerks, like they've had solid beers. I don't know. Again, maybe this might be on me. I might have let it sit too long in the old speakeasy downstairs, if you will. But I'm also really, really struggling because you said the thing about Joey eating all the shrimp. And for those of you at home who don't know, I love shrimp. Like, I love shrimp. Shrimp scampi, coconut shrimp, butterfly shrimp, Cajun shrimp, shrimp butter. Like, I love fucking shrimp. However, at age 22, my body was like,
Forrest Gump on us.
a little bit. Glad you got it, because I didn't think that I didn't exactly like hit all the right kinds of shrimp that he asks or he talks about. But at age 22, my body was like, no, fuck you, fam. We ain't eating shrimp ever again. And I can't eat it anymore because apparently I'm allergic. And so, like, when I eat it, it's like swallowing those sternos, those little like solid fuel things they put under the little trays at buffets and stuff. And so I'll eat the shrimp, my stomach will burn, then I'll vomit everything up, and then I'm fine. So,
Jesus, man.
It's not great. No, it's not fun. But like, if I ever wanted to go into beauty contests, like, I could get real thin with it. But like, when you said that Joey Chestnut ate 17 pounds of shrimp, I'm like, well, but maybe that's the way to go about it. Maybe I should just get some, immersion therapy.
Dead.
No, yeah, that sounds like a horrible idea, man, if it causes you to violently vomit.
But I'm fine otherwise. I just puke.
Okay.
Like basically it's like nature's bulimia.
Kevin is calling you out, Drew, because he said he's very uncomfortable with how you said fucking in that sentence. You put the emphasis on the wrong place and said, I love fucking shrimp, not I love fucking shrimp. It's like you enjoy having sex with shrimp.
Listen, Kevin, what I do in my own home as a grown man, not your business.
What's your rating on this one? 0 to 17 on your beer.
I love shrimp.
Okay, good. Thank you, Bubba. Appreciate that one. Robert Taylor, he said tonight he's drinking Long Beach Beer Labs Peaches and Cream Dreamsicle, 11% ABV, triple hazy creamsicle IPA with peaches and vanilla. Easily 17 shrimp cocktails, he said. This dude,
went all OJ on us.
I mean,
truly,
he's got this. I can't imagine that kid's beer fridge. It's amazing every week. The stuff.
Oh, he texts me too. I just picked it up on a whim a couple weeks ago too. I'm like, you picking up delicious, amazing beers on a whim. Oops!
Yeah,
I accidentally fell into amazing beer here in California.
To get beer like that, I have to like budget and like run it by my wife and then check again before I leave. Like there's multi steps to get beer like that in this house.
Right. Yeah. But like, look, let me just put the truth down here, right? Like Robert Taylor's, I just picked the beer up on a whim is a serial killer's. Oh, I just picked a hooker up on a whim for the first time ever, and then she ended up dead. Trust me, I didn't plan this, nor is it a pattern. On a whim, I just was like, let me get a BJ.
I wasn't gonna do this, but since you're here,
since you just
to know
happened upon me.
Biscuit wants to know if Joey had sauce with the shrimp. That
I don't have
know.
to, right?
Joe, look that up for us, Joe.
It's not a shrimp cocktail without the cocktail sauce.
That's
also I do want to go back though to Robert Taylor's comment about it's easily a 17 shrimp cocktails.
Yeah.
So is that a shrimp cocktail with 17 shrimps? Or is it like the normal, like, what is it? Is it serving like 6 shrimps in a cocktail and then times 17?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Whitey says he wishes he had your body, Drew. And I feel
I wish I had Whitey's body in my bed.
Okay. And anyways, this week I am
That throws on an
drinking
awkward spot in my bed.
FivePine chocolate porter from Three Creeks Brewing. As soon as I saw FivePine chocolate porter and then saw the name of the brewery was Three Creeks Brewing, I was like, I bet you this is from Oregon. And sure enough, Sisters, Oregon is where this one comes from. Just a walking stereotype, this brewery and their nature. Whitey says done. Oh, good Lord. All right. Anyways, this one is
lick it like you like it.
It is.
What is going on, man? Like, for real?
Boy, 15 pounds of shrimp. That's where it is.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
Hello.
Comments what you guys are drinking tonight, rated on the shrimp cocktail scale from 0 to 17 pounds.
Hey, Sherm, how many cocktails does your beer get?
I already said 17 or 15 pounds. It's up there. It's really good.
All the
A
cock-
15-pound cocktail?
Yeah, 15 pounds worth of shrimp.
Emphasis on cock.
Wow.
Drew.
Y'all could have told me no. Like I said, I'll be there just in time for show if you'll have me, Massa.
Shh. Take this.
Man, this is some bullshit! Who's this man?
That's twice. 2 strikes already, Drew. We're 6 minutes into the show.
Wait, are we doing this like baseball or is it like golf? Because the way I was looking at it, I was like, well, I feel like I'm still -2 or 3 or so over the last month.
Par. You are definitely under par.
I'm still under par, right?
You're trending way over, but you're under for the show. All right, let's get into this.
And I'm banking on a chip in at some point in this show where I just fucking fall into luck, That's how I got married.
Biscuit says St. Elmo's sauce is fire, like hot as fuck fire. How many pounds of that? Have you guys had the St. Elmo's shrimp cocktail? Because I've never had it.
I've had the cocktail sauce, and I was just gonna say when you brought it up earlier, and I thought, man, if he had any of that sauce, that was a hell of a time because that shit is spicy.
All right, we need to look this up. So I'm going to look this up since Joe is slacking on his job. In the meantime, let's talk a little football to kick off this show. All right, let's what do you want to go to first here, Scott? I'm going to let you drive a little bit. Do you want to do your Hard Knocks your Hard Knocks reactions first, your Haters Guide to Hard Knocks, or do you want to do overreactions? Where do you want to go first?
I think if you're going to be sitting there Googling information for a minute, we'll just start off with overreactions.
Okay, overreactions is where we'll go.
Oh, we had those?
Scott, Jesus Christ, Mookie.
Not a weekly thing or nothing. Just,
Scott, I will let you go first since clearly Mookie is not prepared.
No. That's the best part is I'm actually really prepared for overreactions, but you're probably going to boo me off stage real quick of them too.
Well, most likely. You can't even get your camera right.
Sounds like a regular week.
Scott, what's your first overreaction from this weekend?
Niners and Bills are straight trash. Just throw them away. All of them. Like, remember when there could have been a Niners Bills Super Bowl? Pepperidge Farm members. It was like 2 weeks ago, but they're fucking done, both of them. Just mail it in. Like, just go ahead and send the Dolphins, everybody, all the first round picks we got for next year that are, the Dolphins. Let's just end this shit because it's over.
How can you say that, though, after this week? Like, this game that the Bills played this week, I feel like that shouldn't even count against either team's record. The Patriots shouldn't get the win. The Bills should not get a loss in that game because it does not count. There's absolutely no way that playing under those conditions should count against your record or for your record in any way whatsoever.
Man. But the thing is, the Bills, man, this was their boogeyman. They can't beat the boogeyman. The boogeyman keeps fucking sticking the knife in their bags, and this was a chance to end that conversation, but they didn't. So Bills are done, fucking done.
So how much of that game did you? Not the game. How much of the pregame Monday Night Football countdown did you guys watch? Because that's
0%.
Oh, that's disappointing. Because that shit was epic. So, Booger McFarland, like, you know how they do their thing on ESPN, right? They're all down on the field. Susie Colbert, Randy Moss, Booger McFarland.
Do we need a whole rundown? Yeah, the ESPN crew, they're on the field. Go.
Wow. I thought we had talked in the show chat today about how we had no content and had to eat up 90 minutes. But that's fine, Scott. That's fine. Whatever,
We've
dude.
got more
Whatever.
content than you rattling off ESPN personalities. Like,
look, all I'm saying is Mike and I are over here, like, double spacing and, 1.5 font and whatever. And Scott's like, come on, what the fuck? Cut to the chase.
It was like, I was listening to Levitard this week. Dan Levitard, Stu Gotts, Billy Hill, Mike Ryan, Chris Whittingham, Jessica Smetana. I was listening to that show. It's a podcast. They have 4 episodes a day. Local Hour, The Big Suey, Hour 1, Hour 2.
Oh, no, keep going, Mike. You got this, man.
Continue.
Just keep going.
Sorry.
All right,
By the
fine.
way, just to clarify, it was 17 pounds of shrimp and sauce. So he did have to eat the sauce as part of this.
Oh, my God.
So it wasn't
unreal.
17 pounds of shrimp. Like, it was probably a little bit less because I'm assuming they weighed the cocktail sauce.
I don't believe so. I believe they just weighed the shrimp, and then the cocktail sauce is just part
But now I got extra questions because I'm like, when you're sitting here doing this competition, is it like a dip thing where it's like it's an illegal eat if you don't take a dip, and then how much? Like, what's the regulation on the sauce for this?
All right, now I'll fucking go back to the Google. Go ahead. Talk about Buffalo.
Oh, Scott, those are great questions because I was wondering the same thing. Like when you first brought it up, I was like, well, so is it like the hot dogs where you eat the shrimp and then like you got to like chug down the cocktail sauce, and it's just like that's not going to feel good.
I can't
like
switch cameras and Google and participate in this conversation. Somebody needs to pick me up here.
Well, then quit being such a fucking baby.
This is
why? Why do you hate the 3 wide? All
Because
their
this
beautiful faces show up on camera at once.
This is such a terrible look. This is so
What's your
low
overreaction?
Low
What's
production.
your overreaction, Drew? You got something for us?
Lions.
You said
are
we're
winning the
gonna
Super
hate
Bowl. Easily, hands down, they're going to be the first team to go from the 3rd or 4th, whatever, because they added a wild card this year, right? So they're going to be the first team to go from the worst wild card spot and win the Super Bowl, hands down. Like it's not even you can't even debate this fact. Like it's a given. Are you kidding me? Did you see the stones on our coaching staff to go for it on 4th down, deep in our own territory? 2, did you see Jared Goff just straight up lead that team to victory? I mean, God, if that guy doesn't just have every leadership quality that you would want in your team captain for any sport, I don't know who does.
That's why the Rams traded him.
3, well, no, I'm pretty sure they traded him.
He's a hell of a leader. He's got to get the fuck out of here.
No, he was starting to holler at Sean McVay's girl, and he's like, listen, I'll get cucked by all these other dudes, but when it's someone I know, well, that's just too far. That is way too far. We got to get this guy out of here. Lions are winning the Super Bowl, guys. I mean, put your money down on it now. Buy your family a really, really nice vacation for this summer after they, cash it in February. Done deal.
I do love all the stuff that went around this week of people showing all the things that had to happen for the Lions to make the playoffs. And it was like a 105-step process where the Lions still haven't been eliminated. How do you feel because didn't somebody just get eliminated this week from the playoffs, like eliminated from contention, and the Lions still have a path?
Wait,
That's
did
kind of
they?
be embarrassing.
I've got to be
How did
honest.
somebody get eliminated? Because I thought that was the part of the joke with the Lions thing was that nobody had been officially eliminated yet.
I thought I read.
I assumed they had, to be honest.
No,
right, so did I before I saw that thing.
Yeah, there's like 150 things that need to happen, and the Lions could still make the playoffs.
So, like, even in a 17-week season, the best the Lions can finish is 6-10-1. Like,
yeah, but look at this.
Oh boy,
look at the
Texans.
league.
Kevin
There's
Biscuit
nobody
saying
good.
the Texans got eliminated.
Texans, thank you, Kev. I knew
But
somebody
don't
got
the
eliminated.
Texans have like 3 wins? How is that
The
possible?
Texans got eliminated before the Lions, and the Lions just got their first win this week. That is amazing.
That's
the
embarrassing
NFL is
as all
drunk
hell.
this year. The NFL is so drunk this year.
It really is.
Okay, let me ask you guys this, because we've talked all the time about how it always sucks when there's like one team that's dominant or like a couple teams that are dominant. And you can just pencil them in for the Super Bowl or whatever championship.
I never talked about that because I love when people just dominate fools.
Okay, well then this doesn't pertain to you, Drew, because my question is the Jesus Christ, man. Is this good? Like, is this good to watch? Because we've just got a bunch of teams where we don't know who really is that good, and everybody's got just average records outside of a couple teams, and even the teams that we thought were great aren't really that good, maybe, and who knows what's going to happen, and it's just a weird year. Like, I don't know if I like parody anymore. I thought I liked parody in sports, and I don't think I like parody. Like, seeing it week in and week out, I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like that everybody's 7-5 and in the hunt. That the in the hunt graphic goes on forever. I hate this. I do
hate that's that extra playoff spot, and I really do hate that in the hunt. It's like we put it up in week 3 or whatever, and it's 12 teams long. I'm like, everybody's in the hunt. Why? Just put the division leaders up. Turn the in the hunt filter on. Like, there's no reason to put that on the fucking monitor. We get it. The whole league can still make the playoffs. Great.
Like, I want to see on Sunday, I want to see the Lions on the in the hunt graphic.
I will totally be here for that. The one and forever record.
So I guess the question I have for you, Mike, and
one
Scott,
forever and one, Scott. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Respect that tie. That's what's keeping him alive right now.
Look, all I know is Whitey's got it completely right. He says he likes it when mom and dad fight because if they fight enough, you get 2 Christmases. Or even better, if you're Jewish, you get 16 days of Hanukkah, man.
Oh my
God. Can you
God.
imagine the amount of loot you could rake in there?
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Good Lord. That's amazing. Robert Taylor said, in the end, inevitable. And that's my overreaction for this week. Kansas City Chiefs, best defense in the AFC. That is a defense that is carrying that team to the Super Bowl, because it sure as hell isn't going to be their offense. That offense is complete dog shit. But
seriously, when did they become the Ravens?
No. Hold
on. Defense with just some guy at quarterback that's just riding the defensive wave. Jesus Christ, we're gonna get Patty Mahomes another Super Bowl ring so he can be up there in the rafters with Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson.
See, exactly, Scott. You nailed it. It's not that the defense is carrying the team. It's that the defense is carrying a mediocre to bad quarterback. Like, listen,
that's why the defense has to be all world.
Exactly. All I'm saying is it'd be a completely different story if they had Jared Goff back there.
We should trade for him.
Matt Stanton saying I'm turning libertarian with my take that I don't like parody in the NFL, and I'm actually a little bit offended by that.
Because that literally makes no sense at all. Like, libertarian is like, we got no laws as long as you don't infringe on someone else's liberty. It's all good. Like, so what? Matt Stanton, go back to the drawing board, read a fucking book, and then you can come back in the comment section. Until then, banned.
Mookie, how drunk are you right now?
2 units.
2 units.
Scott, what's your next overreaction?
That the Chiefs are inevitable, that they're Super Bowl bound. Like, the fact that we ever doubted them the first, I don't know. They're going to overcome this quarterback play. I promise you. Like, they're going to power through. Like, right now, the quarterback play is pretty terrible in Kansas City. But despite that, they're going to ride that defensive momentum right into the Super Bowl, where they're going to face none other than the Seahawks. Did you see how amazing the Seahawks looked against the 49ers? They are my NFC championship pick. Like, wow. There's no doubt. And there's only a few less things that have to happen for them to make the playoffs than the Lions. So let's go. That's what's happening.
I dig this. Chiefs, this a lot.
Super Bowl.
Also, I dig Kevin's new political party, Clawbertarian. It's like libertarianism, but there's only no laws when you're drinking claws. That sounds like a party we can all get behind.
Yeah.
Mookie, you got another overreaction for us?
I do, and I kind of already tipped my hand to that a little bit, and it's Jared Goff is the league MVP. Like, no argument whatsoever. Like, have you seen the way that he's carried that weak offensive line, lack of a running game, and I don't know, some wide receivers who nobody knows because they just get concussions week after week. So like they can't keep anyone in the slot to save their fucking life. Yet Jared's back there, spider web bananing the fuck out of this team and leading them to what I would say is probably a respectable record in the NFC North.
All right, well, there you go. Way too much Lions talk going on today. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, look, I would expect that for someone who's like putting all his hope on Joe Burrow. Like, I get that. I get that as like, I'm just like all bitter, and I realize that like my girlfriend's not that hot, but like I guess she'll do for me. But I mean, come on, Mike, come around and respect what's going on in Detroit. Like, we're seeing the NFL passing game revolutionized. Every week, hands down.
Let's go to my next overreaction. It is complete bullshit that Mac Jones is still the odds-on favorite to win the Rookie of the Year. He's like every sportsbook has him as the favorite, and I feel like going into an NFL game and winning, only throwing 3 passes, he should be automatically eliminated from Rookie of the Year consideration. It should be done. Jamar Chase is now your new leader in the clubhouse for Rookie of the Year. You went and played an entire football game.
Yeah, but if Jamar Chase threw 3 passes in the game, you'd be singing his praises. So I think you got to qualify that a little bit better there, Chief.
Well, sure. If Jamar Chase, yes, if you're a quarterback and you only
there it is.
3 passes in the game, then you get eliminated. Yeah, that's a good call out, Scott. Thank you for having my back there. It is insane to me that this dude won an NFL game only throwing the ball 3 times. How does that happen in 2020?
Because I just told you the Bills are done. Those frauds.
He was
Like,
all up in there calling
projections,
projections, man.
Bill knows the Bills like the back of his hand.
Hey, Biscuit, are you new here? Like, he's just now saying someone's
You know
gonna
when
be
the
more
Bills
after
are gonna
the show.
beat
Like,
New
come
England
on.
again? When Bill is like dead twice, like he's gonna have to die 2 times before the Bills ever gain the upper hand in New England.
Now,
That's
Scott,
how
I gotta ask for clarification. Is that he dies and then after he comes back as like a werewolf or whatever, he put a wooden stake through his heart, or is it that he dies and then no one speaks his name? Because they always say you died twice when no one talks about you anymore.
Yes.
Oh, here comes Kev with the Patriots fan spin zone. Mac's just so good that he can win a game only throwing 3 passes. No, this is complete bullshit. Mac Jones does not deserve Rookie of the Year. If you have to be protected so much that you can't throw the ball more than 3 times in an NFL game, you do not deserve to be Rookie of the Year, period. You are a game manager, and that's fine. Tom Brady made a hell of a career being a game manager. You don't deserve Rookie of the Year. Boom, nailed it.
Speaking of which, I want to talk about Whitey over here talking about the Husky section. He said he liked the Husky section. The creepy scout leaders never hung around the Husky section. So is that in reference to someone who couldn't win the game on their own, or like boobies?
What?
Drew, take this.
Back to
Take
the
this,
drawing
and
board.
believe me, it
big old
brings
L
me
was
all of
insane.
the pleasure giving this to you.
Move this man.
Hold your second L of the night.
Drew, you are very close to getting a timeout. I might have to just remove
Wait, we
you.
do that here?
Yeah, I'm. And you know what? As a matter of fact, Mookie, you get a timeout. There we go. Mookie's on timeout right now. He's been put in timeout. 2-minute penalty box timeout. We'll bring you back. No, you don't get to bring your. No, you don't get to come back in the show.
It's
on your
giving
own. Mookie, stop it. You.
Take your L. Hold this L. Take your 2 minutes in the box and deal.
Look,
Mookie,
all I know
I'm gonna
is
treat you like my kids. If you don't-
exactly your
if you
kids don't have an out from timeout. There
you
keeps
don't-
coming a button up. I'm
if
gonna
you
press the
don't-
button.
If you don't stay in timeout, I'm adding more time to it. You understand me, young man? Sit down and stop. All right, I think I got it that time, Scott. I had to get the dab. Son of a bitch! Get on.
I'm not saying anything, so like I'm playing by the rules.
But you're talking right now.
Whitey said, "Oh no, other dad is drunker."
And that's where you go. Shoot, I want to stay with.
Stop, Mookie. You're in timeout. You're not allowed to talk.
Okay.
I hate that he has control. All right, Scott, from now on, we're going to have to change the email login so that Mookie doesn't have control to add himself back to the stream so that we can put him in timeout. Deal?
I'm in.
Deal. All right, good.
I can't wait till the first time you guys try to pull that shit and then you both fucking forget to join the other link and we all end up back here anyways.
That's 100% going to happen.
Like, honestly.
Yeah, that's probably.
Just hit him. Worked out fine for Michael Jackson. Attaboy, Kev.
Wow.
Kev. Robert Taylor saying linemen don't win the awards, though. He said that it should be Creed Humphrey. He's the best offensive rookie all season. Jamar Chase would like a word, my friend. Scott, any other overreactions before we talk Hard Knocks?
No, I'm ready to do this Hard Knocks, baby.
Whoa,
All right,
wait a minute.
Mookie, one last shot for overreaction before Hard Knocks?
Easily. Bill Belichick is not the coach of the year. It's Dan Campbell, hands down.
All right, let's talk Hard Knocks.
Wait, I got one more. For all
great.
of you who are fantasy players, pick up TJ Hawkinson. He is going to be the key to winning your playoff matchups because he's that flex player that's going to hit for like 15, 16 points over the next 3 weeks as the Lions go on a fucking tear.
All right, there you go. Good deal. Thank you for the fantasy.
Wait,
advice.
also, I got one more. DeAndre Swift is going to end up being the rushing leader of the league this year.
Okay. All right. Let's talk Hard Knocks.
Wait, hold on. I got one more. I didn't actually. I just wanted to see if you'd stop and let me talk.
Man, this is some bullshit.
Fuck.
Move this man.
Mookie, you have people in the comments actively worried about your well-being. Ryan McCarthy is asking, "Are you concussed? Do we need to check you for CTE?" Like, there are people legitimately worried about you based on your performance today.
Now, so first of all, I appreciate the love
the
and the outpouring of concern. No, I don't think I'm concussed currently, but CTE is in my future, and I really feel bad for my wife and family. But they'll figure out Alzheimer's by that point, right?
Biscuit wants me to put you in a corner. Your background needs to
Nobody puts baby in a corner. Which, speaking of that, I was so disappointed when I finally watched Dirty Dancing and what's his ass, the rapist, like deliver that line. I was like, that's it. That's the shit. Like, that's the thing that everyone fucking references. That was not at all a climax of the movie. That was basically a forgotten throwaway line that someone globbed onto and made a meme.
A throwaway line. That's when Jennifer Grey realized that he loved her and he came back for her and he stood up to her dad. Fuck you saying that's a throwaway line.
Look,
you son of a
no,
bitch.
it was terrible. It was like, what do you really think? How do you understand that a man loves you and he's like, listen, man, you gotta have respect for your daughter and her choices. She is a strong adult woman. It is the 90s. The 80s. You need to respect this kind of shit. And then as he walks away, he's also like, by the way, sweet potato fries are dope. Like, that was basically what it was. By the way, nobody puts baby in the corner. And like nobody reacted. Nothing happened because of it.
He pulled her up. He took her up. He grabbed her by the hand and pulled her up on stage with it. Did you watch the same movie? Let me ask you, did you watch just that clip? Like, you missed everything leading up to that part and then you didn't watch anything afterwards? Is that what happened here, Drew? You have no context? Are you kidding me right now?
No. I watched the full film because, again, my now wife, I don't know how I had that work out, but on our first date, we started talking about the whole baby in the corner, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I've always heard that. I've never actually seen the film. And she's like, oh, we got to watch it. So we went back and we watched the whole movie. And then Patrick Swayze threw out his nobody puts baby in the corner. I was like, wait, like that's it. That's like the whole thing. Like that's everything right there. And then we watched it again because it's like, no, maybe I missed some like context or like some, subtweet
Drew,
kind
you're
of
going
bullshit.
in the corner. You are officially in the corner. Scott, let's talk Hard Knocks.
Well, that's fine because I'm going to be there with baby, motherfucker.
No, you won't be because nobody puts baby in a corner because it's a goddamn iconic line. Go ahead, Scott. Sorry, I apologize.
Iconic though.
Yeah, it
Hey,
is.
Scott,
Is that not
going to the
iconic? Whoa, hang on. Or we got words now, Scott. Did you?
It's not iconic. It's
Did you
not.
question whether or not that line is iconic? That is an
Okay.
iconic movie.
It's
line.
overblown at best.
You didn't see my face when Mookie started to make his point, and I was like, ugh. I remember thinking the same thing the first time I ever saw it.
What?
I was like, hold on a second. That's the line? Like, that's how it's delivered? That is
Right,
the
right,
line that everybody quotes? I
right.
was like, that was very, like, it was like, I mean,
Especially because he went in so hard originally talking to what's his name, Lieutenant Dan from SVU. He went in real hard to start trying to send a message, and then he was like, "Nobody puts baby in a corner."
Do you guys ever do that when you're watching movies where you just imagine that the character is like a future or past self from another
God,
character
yes.
in another
Oh,
movie? Like I just
absolutely. Yeah.
picture that like
Yeah.
the boys started watching Home Alone movies, and in Home Alone 3,
God.
Home Alone 3, Scarlett Johansson plays the older sister, and she's in it like 3 scenes. But every
shit,
time I see her, I'm
yeah.
like, man, this is where she learned how to become Black Widow, because he's like her brother's setting all these traps and fighting bad guys. I'm like, this is where the seeds were planted. Then later on, she becomes Black Widow. And my wife was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, just don't ignore me. I'm fine. I'm over it. Scott, let's talk Hard Knocks.
So to be fair, Mike, you had me up until it was like Scarlett Johansson becomes Black Widow from Home Alone 3, and I was like, oh, that's a stretch. But Scott, I would love to hear your Hard Knock thoughts.
thank you.
Why is it a stretch to think that being a part of
Also,
Home
Mike,
Alone
no one
3
cares anymore.
would-
We want to hear Scott. Mute.
Would that be a stretch, Mookie? Stop muting me. I swear to God.
Hey, Scott, we're waiting for you to jump in.
You guys are muting each other back and forth, so I was like, this is great podcasting. I'll just sit here while there's complete silence as the two idiots mute themselves.
Wait, do we?
You guys let me know.
Stop
whenever you're ready
muting me
to
because
go
I've
with
got
your-
fucking background music, you asshole.
The best part is I was trying to unmute you there. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Are we
Scott,
good?
Hard Knocks. Go.
Yeah, I'm sure a random middle of the season game will be the highlight of their careers, Frank. A pink sweatsuit is a statement. Your family sounds kind of dumb, Frank. Did this motherfucker just walk into a wall?
Wait, stop right there. Who was it that walked into the wall? It was the
It was
linebacker.
Darius Leonard.
Yes, Darius Leonard.
He walks into the fucking wall.
I remember seeing that. He's texting as he walks into a wall, and then goes, "Oh, did you guys get that? Oh, wow." And walks down the hallway. And I remember thinking that they should drop his Madden awareness rating right then and there. Like they should just go in and be like, awareness 60. There's no way this dude deserves anything higher.
I couldn't believe it. I actually rewound it because I was like, I missed something. Like, because I'm sitting there, kind of watching it and, getting the notes ready or whatever. And I'm like, I don't think I saw what I just saw. There's no way he just ran into the wall, but sure as shit, he ran into the fucking wall, walking into the facility.
Biscuit, I am not going to do a solo show next week, but Drew may not be here. You might see this when we log in next week. We might throw it to Drew and see that. Sorry, Scott, go ahead with our knocks.
Kevin Mawai, the staff is better than anything else the Colts have to offer. Is the green supposed to be slime or the salmonella from his sink chicken? Pretending to be excited about a Nickelodeon award, fitting for this current iteration of the show.
Whoa. Hang on a second. You don't think there's legit excitement for getting a Nickelodeon award?
It was like Jonathan Taylor seemed very like, thank you for this Nickelodeon award, kids. I love y'all. Line. Slime
Okay.
was cool.
Okay, I'm sorry. I took that as you were saying you would not be excited to win a
Oh,
Nickelodeon
no.
award.
I'm saying like he was
you're just saying
completely
he was
falling in his
feigning
excitement.
Got you.
Yes.
Okay, got
I
you.
was just like awful.
Because I got to be honest, if I got a package delivered tomorrow that was like Nickelodeon has watched the latest episode of Craft Brewed Sports, it was heavily edited, but they really liked your content. Here's a Nickelodeon award, a slime award. I'd be like, fuck yeah! And then they would have to edit my acceptance speech too. Sorry, go ahead, Scott.
Frickin' ain't no country I ever heard of. Say frickin' again. I dare you. Like, seriously, that coach just kept saying frickin'. I was like, there needed to be a counter on the screen. They incentivize millionaires with mall airbrushed eagle tees. Time to bring back the Greg Williams bounty program.
They do need to bring it back. They gotta bring that back.
Bring it all the way back, damn it.
Bring it back. Pause right there because they did, for those of you that did not see, the Indianapolis Colts defense, they get all pumped up there, ball hawks, so they give them hawk t-shirts, and it's literally like tie-dye airbrush with a hawk face on it, but it's
just a generic colored t-shirt.
Yeah,
like it's just any t-shirt. Like, which color do you want? Okay, we'll take that one, and they just airbrush a hawk's face on the tee.
And the DC tried to pump it up. He's like, "Oh, the guys love it. The guys get so excited.
They love getting
they
these tees.
love when we give out these t-shirts, and they wear them around with pride." And it's like, "No, man, they wear them around because they don't have anything else clean. That's basically why they wear them here."
Shout out Toledo. Yeah, that same coach said that he coached at Toledo. So. Do you touchdown? The fuck kind of stupid ass question is that? Do you home run, idiot?
I knew you were gonna roast that kid when he said you touchdown. I was like, Scott's gonna kill this kid on Wednesday.
Wait for it though. Oh shit! This kid has cancer. I hope the last one didn't. My bad.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Pause.
Like I said, I made fun.
Yeah,
like this
unsubscribe.
kid has cancer, but I'm hoping the one that I made fun of that said "Do you touchdown?" I was like, oh god, this wasn't like a cancer ward thing, was it? Like, oh fuck, I just talked shit about him.
Look, Scott.
Biscuit said he's got to go do the job. Biscuit, cheers, buddy. Great seeing you, man. This evening. Go ahead, Mookie.
Scott, why does this thing keep tilting over this fucking way, man?
Even your camera's drunk.
I guess there's such a thing as a contact eye. I get it. Scott,
Yes,
it's
sir.
not your fault. It's
Thank
not your fault.
Thank you.
You didn't know he had cancer.
They shouldn't put kids in the line
It's
of fire
not
like
your
that.
fault.
Like,
Absolutely. It's not your fault, man.
you got to
your fault.
preemptively say, "Hey, these kids got cancer. Don't talk shit about them." Don't think
Right. Like there should be
can't
like
just
a
throw
little
them on screen and then a few minutes later be like, "By the way, they all had stage 4 cancer."
right.
Like,
There's
You could be
be like-
you could be a little more subtle about it. Like he could be like, today I'm going to visit some kids in the hospital. Like that's how you gotta set the scene up. Besides just
Yes.
like I love giving back and visiting kids.
Why,
and then
no, why are you
boom.
putting up to interpretation? Like we should pop up video of this, right? Like, hey, like what's up, Jeremiah? And it's like, boop, has cancer. Because then there's no doubt, right?
that actually would be the most amazing way to have that happen with the little boop.
Has melanoma,
Has cancer.
tuberculosis. I'm only +2. Yeah.
Oh my
For
god.
the tournament, I'm still -1, baby. I'm gonna get my card.
Oh my god. Real tears.
Oh, that's well done. That's
He
well
said,
done,
like,
Mookie.
top of the video. Holy
Hey man, you got to
shit.
crack a lot of eggs to make an omelet.
Oh.
You have cracked a ton of eggs tonight. All right, Scott, what do you got next?
The worst
A
part is
passion-
the mistake.
A passionate speech about living in and remembering the moment. Transition to shooting hoops on a shitty indoor hoop from mere feet away. Okay. Was
And
that
nobody
turkey?
could hit. Nobody could hit. Shout out Andy, by the way. Andy said he hasn't
I was gonna
seen
say,
that since the field goal
so-
fiasco. Yes.
Wait, was Andy? So Andy was our
Andy
buddy
was
at
the
the
one
field.
who got us onto the field. He said he's got a beer for us to
Andy,
try.
I'm sorry, Andy. First of all, I'm sorry we haven't caught up with you since then, because you were super accommodating, super helpful. Really appreciate you making that happen. And yes, Breckenridge Christmas Ale is amazing.
It is good.
Because they also sell it in those like mini kegs. You know what I mean? Like the
Yes,
little
yes.
Find those, man. They make a great Christmas dinner or a Thanksgiving dinner, whatever. Get it if you
The
like
dinner,
your
it makes
family.
the whole dinner. Like you have that for the whole dinner.
Right in the keg. Right in the keg.
No, well, you share it amongst people at your dinner.
Oh,
and it's
okay,
going to make it a good dinner because either A, you liquor up your family and they're not as awful, or B, you just get blacked out and forget how terrible they are.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Scott, what do you got next?
So thank you, Andy. Shout out.
Was that turkey being cut with a fucking butter knife? What the fuck? All right, I know this kid had cancer, but this food looks like the most bland ass shit ever. All of a sudden, sink chicken doesn't sound so bad. Sorry, kid.
And I'm in the asshole.
Odd that Carson doesn't see himself as a punter when his anti-vax stance suggests he's punting on his family's health. Weird.
Oh.
Tight and swag. Carson is the most white bread motherfucker you'll ever see. Is there anything more staged than a fucking surprise birthday party with a goddamn camera crew waiting to film your entrance? Jesus, Frank.
Wait, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Because that punting line was amazing.
Come on, Scott. Come on, Scott. Dude, you got him on the ropes, man. Just fucking knock him out. Put Mike down. Get him, Scott. Get him.
Oh, God, that was the funniest thing you've
Wait,
ever
should
said on
I
the
go
show.
back and repeat that? Like, hold on. Like, in case you missed it. Odd that Carson doesn't see himself as a punter when his anti-vax stance suggests he's punting on his family's health. Weird. Sometimes when I'm typing stuff that I think, like, I know instinctively, I'm like, this is gonna get Mike good. That was definitely one of those moments. Like, I remember typing, thinking, this is a good one.
And maybe it's just me, but like getting Mike to fall off screen is the whole.
Oh, it is. No, it absolutely is.
See, now we're going back the other way. I don't know what the fuck is going on over here.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, Scott. I think I'm good to continue now.
Wait, hold on, Mike, real quick. Did you pee your diaper?
No.
Close?
I shit my pants, though.
Hey, there you go. Good thing you had Indian for lunch.
This season is the most. Or wait. No, sorry. I'm back up. This is the most cringe surprise birthday party I've ever witnessed. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, cool. More kids. This season didn't have enough of those. He ate 2 or 3 plates of food because you can't really be at a dead cancer kid's house and tell his parents, hey, I know this is partially to honor the memory of your son, but also your food tastes like shit. Papa B in the house.
Wait, let it breathe. Let it breathe, Scott. He might pass out because I don't think he's taking in any breaths.
I told you, dude. I told you when I was at work that I said my Hard Knocks notes are fire. Like I knew.
The part that makes me laugh the hardest is that there are people who haven't watched Hard Knocks and are just hearing you say these things, and that makes it so much funnier to me that people are just like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
And then if you were ever to go watch this episode and be able to think about the moments at the time that they popped up, like you see the food and seriously, I thought, oh my God, that is the most white ass bland, like that green bean salad or whatever the fuck that looked like there was no salt, no nothing.
Not casserole?
Like,
salad.
No, it was green bean salad, which I was like, who the fuck serves that at Thanksgiving?
That's savage.
These white ass bastards, they definitely did.
I got to be honest though, my favorite part is that like I see you two talking about this in chat, so like Mike knows what's up, and his bitch ass still melts because like this isn't an act. Like
No,
the way
I did not know any of these were coming. I mean, I knew. I mean,
you
like,
knew the dead kid was coming.
Yeah, because it was a primary storyline in this week's episode, so I knew. And I even
and
said,
also Scott said the thing about the dead kid, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize
you
Brian
can't
Kelly was
drop a
coaching.
dead kid storyline in the middle of a Hard Knock season.
You
That
really
was
can't.
really. I was like, man, I was not ready for this. I wasn't in the right mental space for this episode to hit right
Which is
now.
why I made the jokes.
then-
I'm like, you can't just throw this storyline in the middle of the season. It's very like jarring. You're like watching this football thing where everybody's screwing around and goofing off, and then, oh, by the way, without any like sort of intro, it's just this kid's family is here because he died from cancer. And I'm like, damn, man, you just kind of hit us with that.
Yeah, the HBO producers were complete assholes for this episode, like complete and utter assholes. The Colts are getting ready to play the Buccaneers, and I'm like, great, we're gonna get to hear some Tom Brady smack talk. We're gonna get like this was an episode where I was like, all right, great, let's have some more on-field footage so that
Right after we
Tom
bitched
Brady
about
talking
last
shit.
week.
We can hear Gronk acting like a gorilla, and instead they're like, no, here's 40 minutes of a player who is now part of this family because he befriended a kid who died of cancer. I'm like, God damn, man, this is the one time I wanted you to just show football.
It's absolutely true.
It's brutal, man. I'm going in thinking, oh man, the gems from Gronk talking to this linebacker who's running into walls. This is going to be amazing. And instead,
Nope.
turd sandwich right in my lap.
Damn it.
Are we
I had
good?
something, and then I lost it because Pete Sampson tweeted that this fucker Kerry Cooks is going to LSU too, and now I'm really uncomfortable.
Why? It doesn't matter. LSU's lost their starting quarterback, like 5 different.
Oh, that dude sucked too, though. Like, so who cares? But
everybody's
still.
leaving that program.
Look, all I gotta say is all I want to see is Brian Kelly and his family just get roasted and put on skewers in fucking Louisiana by this time next year. Fuck that white ass Protestant.
Go ahead, Scott.
Papa B in the house. Great. Another mom in the crowd. I bet this won't be annoying as fuck. Weekly peanut punch. Phrasing. Darius Leonard not taking the time to talk shit to Tom makes him my least liked player on this show.
The biggest coward move. You had the chance to talk shit.
He walked
to
into
Tom
a
Brady.
wall and didn't talk shit to like. Has anybody ever like dropped the ball as much in one episode of Hard Knocks as much as Darius Leonard?
No, that was 2 strikes and you're out, Darius. You run into a wall, and then like Brady even went up to him and like looked like he was trying to get in his face a little bit. And
Yeah, I was gonna say he
away
talked
from
shit. Brady talked shit to Leonard. He
Powered
absolutely
away.
did.
Oh, just the worst. That's not who I want on my team.
Am I the only one that thinks Tom Brady talks shit like a hockey player?
No, I'm sure Brady talks all the shit because he's
No. But I mean, like, he literally talks it like a hockey player, like saying they're soft ass Canadian shit. And then you've got like the other guys who are actual NFL football players, like, you know, throwing hard fastballs, maybe even a 2-seamer once in a while, like talking shit back to him. And he's like, well, hey, listen, mate, you probably eat a maple donut every day.
Drew, is that how you chirp in hockey? Because people will make fun of you for that.
No, I just didn't have anything ready for that.
Okay, all right, Scott, next one.
Yeah.
Well,
But I'm not the hockey expert. Scott is.
To follow up on Darius Leonard being my least liked player on the show. Nope, never mind. There's Carson once again. Refs in the bag. Confirmed. I can't lie. Those Colts sideline hoodies are actually pretty nice. Proposing at a game be so fucking corny. Someone get mom a gig on Wheel of Fortune, though. Hell of a puzzle she snuffed out there. They had to get Tom on audio, didn't they? Just couldn't fucking help themselves. Fuck off, HBO. Cancer mom. I won't talk shit, but I need a run the damn ball hat. But it also looks like it flips inside out to become a MAGA hat.
Dude, I thought for a quick second, I thought that was Brett Favre. I was like, why is Brett Favre at this Colts game wearing a run the damn ball hat? It was super weird.
Back to the mom comment though, Scott. Was she hot?
Oh Jesus!
Joe Montana isn't on the field, Schreiber. I need a tall glass of wine too. This season is pretty ass, Mama Moore. Mama putting people on blast. She know damn well that potato salad ain't shit.
Yes, well done, Scott.
Thank you,
Well
sir.
done. Another good week of reactions to Hard Knocks.
I thought it was much better than last week because, again, no game footage, but you also get the double dose of what we talked about, where it's like, oh, no game footage, and we're not focused on the game, but instead we're going to hit you in the feels with this kid.
Just brutal.
It's funny because they never actually confirmed, oh, he passed away. Just you get it just from the fact that they're talking about him in past tense and you don't see him. I was like, damn, man, HBO is savage.
No, the dude who was the player? It was Moore's. Moore was the one that was.
Did he say it? Because I must
Yeah,
have missed it. Because I
He
thought for
said
sure. I
it,
was
yeah,
like,
he
it's
said
really
it
weird that
very
they're not
early
saying.
on. He talks about how he made friends with a kid and he got better and then relapsed. Like the cancer came back. Is that relapse is the wrong word?
No,
But he
yeah.
got cancer
Went
again.
into remission.
And
Yeah.
then,
No,
yeah,
okay,
and then
but
it came
no,
back and then he passed away. So there was like
Okay,
a brief thing.
I
of
mean-
and that's the part that I missed was because I remember hearing, oh, okay, it came back and it was more aggressive or whatever, but I missed the part where anybody confirmed, oh, he passed away. Like I said, I kind of figured it out from the context clues of his dad saying, oh, he used to do this and that's how he acted and all this stuff. And I'm like, I guess this kid's gone.
Well, and again though, what he just texted me, he said, well, but I mean, wasn't he a Purdue fan? Why? How? The hell? No.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Let's take a quick break. I feel like this is a good time to talk about our
No,
friends.
wait. Before we move on, I did have one more serious question on the topic. How do you think? I think we all understand how they pick the Hard Knocks for the preseason, right? In training.
I'm curious how they pick the Colts out for this.
That's what I was going to say. Is how did
I
they
thought
pick
about
the
that
Colts?
last week. I was like, I want
Yeah.
another process for how they chose the Colts on this one.
Because the way I think about it is at the latest, they probably had to pick the Colts in week 1 or 2 because they started taping week 8, right?
Yeah, they definitely had to do it early on. They had to know what was coming.
Right. Yeah. And so how did so is that a secondary oh, you weren't compelling enough and we have two preseason teams and you guys weren't.
That's what I was thinking about watching the last week's episode. I was like, I know they probably had to have picked this early on because you can't just pivot and say, oh my God, this team is having this interesting season. Let's go follow them. All the interesting stuff's already happened by then. So
it's a shit ton of cameras.
They looked out that the Colts fell to 1-4 to start the season and made this comeback.
Right.
Because it's actually a compelling team. And now they're making this playoff push. HBO completely struck lightning with this. And I'm like, damn, man, they really like that. Because they could have easily, it's and they made this. I'm guaranteeing you that they made the choice for the Colts because coming into the season, the Colts were the preseason favorite. And so then they're sitting there, shit, we're stuck with this 1-4 Colts team. But I look at this. They come back.
No, I feel like that's where, and Robert Taylor with the
I was going to say.
there. By God, it's Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is back. I'll be a devil's anus. Business is about to pick up. And then the glass shatters and Andrew Luck comes in like a dinosaur. No, what I was going to say, Scott, is I wonder if they picked the Colts because they were supposed to be a preseason favorite. And then regardless of the situation, you end up getting gold because it's all right, we're going to go there mid-season. If they're on track to be the favorites, we get to follow a team that's about to, how are they performing? How are they staying the favorites? If they've tanked, how are they dealing with not living up to the expectations? And then either way, they're golden. So I feel like they just picked the Colts and no matter what, it was going to work out for them.
Right, but what I'm saying is they lucked out. They actually struck gold unintentionally because yes, if they're doing good, you're following his favorite, and if they're tanking, we'll make a story out of But instead, they hit the perfect sweet spot where it was they're the favorite, and now all of a sudden they rattled off all these wins and are rushing back up. This was the perfect fucking scenario for HBO. They lucked out that the fact that the favorite fell to 1-4, and then all of a sudden started playing like they were capable of and looking like world beaters.
And this is where I'm gonna jump in with my fifth overreaction of the week is that HBO has been playing 4D chess and we're all playing checkers because they've been laying the groundwork with like following around NFL teams with full on production crews or whatever for a long time now. Like Hard Knocks is what I want to say 8 years old, maybe older, but what
It's
they're
older,
gearing,
I was gonna say.
yeah. So, but what they're gearing up towards is a film crew with every single NFL team that you can get that content, but not on HBO. You're going to get on Jaguars HBO and then Titans HBO and then Vikings HBO. And they're going to give you that inside look at every single NFL team, but you're going to have to pay them for it.
Well, I mean, in fairness, this isn't just HBO. Like, it should be noted that NFL Films is
Follows every single team
this. So
around,
they are following everyone, and that's why
They
it
do.
almost
But
feels like
NFL Films is very much after the fact, right? Like you're not getting live-ish stuff because, like, I don't know, Scott, was lag time on this?
They do film throughout the year. NFL Films is there all year. That's why the game footage is what it is, because it's NFL Films. And yeah, you might not get all the practice footage from NFL Films, but it's not out of the realm of possibility for NFL Films to have somebody at the facility. Like, that's why I feel like this isn't necessarily that big of a risk for HBO, because they've partnered with NFL Films and they've got the content there as it is. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying, Mike, is that like this is their first foray into like, oh wait, well, we have an appetite for this all season long. We have an appetite into literally, I mean, honestly,
dude,
who is a more boring team than the Indianapolis Colts? Like, they're in Indianapolis, their colors are white and blue, and they're named after horses. Like, who's a more boring team than those fuckers up there? But yet people are watching them and like, all right, so if we can sell subscriptions off these fuckers, can you imagine what we can do in like Baltimore?
But he's rambling on. But seriously, like HBO was like, hey, we're gonna do this in season, first time ever Hard Knocks. If they could have fucking scripted it, they wouldn't have been able to do this. I'm just saying, like, HBO hit gold on their first attempt accidentally with the first in season one. Like, it's never happened, and oh look, this is a magical season for the Colts potentially.
So
Andy said, "Shooter's cool, gotta go. Merry Christmas." Cheers, Andy.
So basically, did he just say that he finished pooping and is now going back to his real life and he's signing off?
I'm gonna look out the front. I'm gonna look out the front door, and Andy's gonna be pumping shit into the sewer outside of the house, just waving at me.
Fuck. Like Uncle shit, what's his
Cousin
name?
Eddie.
Cousin
Eddie.
Thank you,
yes,
Cousin Eddie.
That's
like
the line.
Uncle
the line that Andy was quoting there, Drew. Shitter's full. Merry Christmas.
Unbelievable.
Beer to drink, yes, Andy. Go drink some of that Breckenridge winter ale. All right, listen.
I'm not driving anywhere. I can do what I want. It suck.
All right, you know what? We're skipping go hit up Beer Drop and More Labs and everybody else. Links are down below. Go hit them up. You know where to find all them. Let's switch gears here. I want to talk a little college football because the coaching carousel. We had a big one last week with Lincoln Riley leaving for USC, Brian Kelly leaving for LSU.
Dick.
Keeps going because this week Mario Cristobal leaves Oregon, heads down to Miami, and
who cares?
I feel like that's a big deal because when was the last time Miami hired a coach that it was a name like in at all?
Correct.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut straight the choice.
Was he coveted at the time? He wasn't coveted. He was like,
I mean, but it's still coming off of the Georgia gig. Like, it was somebody that they didn't expect to be available. Like,
but it was a downfall. It wasn't like Cristobal is on an up and coming trajectory. No, he was on the downside. You're saying Cristobal
losers are gonna be losers until they prove themselves as actual winners. Cristobal is a fucking loser. Kirby Smart, loser. That other dude from Saban's coaching tree you mentioned, loser. You know who's not a loser? Marcus motherfucking Freeman, man. That is a guy with integrity. That is a man who understands what it takes to win a football game, but even more importantly, inspire young men to grow up and be pillars of society. So I don't want to spend time talking about that dummy down in Miami or that dummy down in Louisiana. Let's talk about someone with integrity, someone with a conscience, and someone who has values that matter. Like raising your kids right and knowing what it takes to say, go Irish, and looking fucking adorable with it. I swear to God, I could just eat them up. His kids are just the best.
All right, this got really weird really quickly.
Have you seen his
Very
Instagram?
uncomfortable. Yes, I've seen all 6 of his kids. He's a 35-year-old with 6 kids, and I'm terrified of that thought. I have 2, and I can't.
What an idiot!
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is. Somebody pointed out, they were like, "Well, we know that Freeman's going for 2 a lot because he's not used to pulling out." And that was a good line.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty accurate.
The best take I saw about Freeman getting hired was somebody on Twitter pointed out
Brian Kelly.
that his recruiting must be amazing because to find a barber that can fade him up like he's got,
Dude,
is
yes.
impressive. He's got looks good.
No, you dropped a very important part of that. A barber who could fade him up like that in South Bend, Indiana.
That's what did I say? That's what I said. He could find a barber.
Drew wasn't listening.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I definitely wasn't. Yeah.
Also hired this week, Oklahoma hired Brett Venables, the DC from Clemson.
Who
And
cares?
similarly, I know Drew's not into this Miami thing, but the athletic director from Clemson also got hired by Miami. He's going down to Miami. So now Bill Sweeney is looking around. He lost his DC. He lost his athletic director.
He lost his quarterback this past draft.
How long until Bill's gone? Like, Bill's got to be bouncing, right? At this point, Bill's got to be looking around.
Bouncing where, Mike?
Shit.
Where's he going to go?
Oregon, that job's open.
Because they want a losing coach?
Yes, Bill Sweeney is a losing coach. Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he posted like a 5-2 record this year in like a shit ass ACC because Notre Dame wasn't there to boost him up.
Scott, did Bill Sweeney post a 5-2 record as reported?
5-7. 5-7, fucker.
That is not what you said. Roll it back. You said a 5-2 record.
I didn't even catch that one. Good call, Mike.
Well,
Good call.
Okay. That's like a +1.
Fact checkers.
Fact checkers.
I feel like Bill is going to look around and be like, I got to get the hell out of here. Get my agent on the phone. I got to get out of here. Like, there's no way I'm sticking around when my AD's gone and the DC that's carried me this whole time is gone. Bill came out and said that it's disappointing that money is doing this to college football. Are you joking me? Bill Sweeney?
That might be the
fucking
most
piece of
disingenuous
trash.
thing
What
that's
a
been
fucking
said in
piece
the
of
last
trash.
20 years of college football. Oh, God, won't somebody please think of the children?
I know Bill has said some dumb shit over the years, but for him, the man making $9 million a year to look into a camera at a press conference and say, it's a shame that money is controlling college football like this. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
That's actually, that is ballsy. Like, I actually like that as a move. Like I'm going to take your cookies and I'm going to tell you about it at the same time. Like, I'm going to eat them right in front of you and be like, it's a shame there ain't no motherfucking cookies available. Like, I cannot believe that there are no cookies available. Don't you think it's fucked up that there's no cookies available? But damn, these cookies are good. Well, like, you guys are going to have me on the I hate William Sweeney bandwagon before or not. Like, I don't really have anything against him, but shit like that, man, good God.
You don't have anything against Bill Sweeney?
Wait,
No,
hold
I don't really care
on.
about him. He doesn't bother me.
Scott, I've got some critical questions here. One, damn it, that's the wrong way. One, what kind of cookie were you eating? And two, do you have a source for Girl Scout cookies in the spring?
Yes, and whatever cookie you want.
Oh no, I'll buy all the Girl Scout cookies. But when you were saying, man, you guys could have a cookie, like, was it a sugar cookie? Was it?
But no, but that's the thing. I said Bill takes your cookies. So whatever cookie is
Oh,
your favorite,
oh.
Bill's like, give me that, bitch. And then I'm going to talk
Yeah.
about how there's a lack of good cookies while I eat your cookie in front of you. It's like, man, it's such a shame that money's ruined this.
Damn.
You know what else is a shame? Paying these fucking players. Like, I got to go home and clean out my grotto, but yet we got to worry about paying these players. It's such a fucking sham. Damn, these are good cookies.
Right. Like,
Hey,
so
Scott,
he's the worst bully ever because he just takes your shit and be like, damn, I wish you had some shit like this. What the fuck is going on?
You're drunk and you keep grabbing your microphone violently, and it
But the
moves your
camera's a whole
entire
different
desk.
thing.
It moves your entire desk. Hey, Scott, back in 2016.
Oh, hey, Mike, I appreciate you think I have a desk. It's like this broke ass.
Back in
table.
2016, when Kaepernick was kneeling, Bill Sweeney said, quote,
Ooh.
everything is so bad and this world is falling apart. Some of these people need to move to another country. Some of them need to move to another country.
All right, cool. Well, at least since 2016, I've hated Bill Sweeney and I didn't know it. Holy shit, man! This guy is what a hypocrite ass hack. For fuck's sake, man!
He said some of these people need to move to another country, and then he probably said something about God afterwards because that's Bill Sweeney. That's what he did. God bless you.
He's the next Raiders head coach. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Is does he end up in the NFL? Like, is that where he's going to bolt to? Because he's leaving. He's not staying at Clemson. He is not going to stay there. He's got to get out at this point.
I think. Well, and that's what I'm saying. I think
gone. He's gone.
Yeah, Drew makes a good point. There's no college jobs available to him. So what do? Fuck it. You go become a hot commodity in college again by skipping up to the NFL. You don't have to be good. You don't have to win games. You just have to go there and, wear the hat or whatever. And then there's going to be some fucking sad sack college program that in a few years is like, man, I know he sucks in the NFL, but look at what he did at Clemson. Remember what he did at Clemson? We can harness that power again. And then he hires him back in. Like, this is textbook fucking college coaching.
All right, so folks, you heard it here first. William Sweeney will be the next head coach of Michigan football.
Wow.
Because they're going to
Harbaugh leaves to goes to Chicago.
No, they're just going to beat the hell out of him in the playoffs, and he's never going to get back to Michigan or more specifically Ann Arbor. Like he ain't going to come back. We'll have the first mass tragedy train situation. Because they're like, well, it's going to be fun because we thought we would win the semifinal, and then we lost, and somehow all of the athletes and the coaches, except for Jim Harbaugh, didn't board the train when it took off and slipped on a rail, and there was only one casualty.
Cool.
Somebody hit it.
Moving on.
Oh,
playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
Tiger's back, baby. Tiger's back next week. Tiger is back. He's playing with his son next week in the PNC.
Dude, have you seen him
Championship.
on the range? Like he looks like he can hit.
He looks good, and him and Charlie back together. Oh, I can't wait for that tournament. It's gonna be so good. Tiger is back.
Mike. Hold on, man. I really want you to just take a chill and temper your expectations because otherwise you're gonna end up like this.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
I'm not gonna end up like that. I'm very excited.
Yeah, but if Tiger doesn't come out and shoot like 600, I feel like you're gonna be really butthurt.
No, it's like a dad.
It's just happy to see him back.
Yeah, I want to see him swing a club. I'm glad to see him walk at this point. Like, I didn't even know if I was going to get to see that again. So I'm super excited to see him tee it up, even if it is just playing with his son and not at a PGA event. I'm pumped for that. But since we are doing that hockey now, Scott, I did want to ask you, did you see the Ducks play this week? Their alley-oop goal?
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
You already did that, Drew.
I
know.
know.
I was going to say, what just happened? Like, you cut off what?
The Ducks scored an alley-oop goal this week. It was amazing.
I did not see this. I missed it.
Okay, well, good talk about
we just did that hockey.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Okay,
Wrap it up nicely.
that was sorry. That one wasn't as, irrational as the other. Scott, you should look it up though. It was pretty sick. I saw that shit. Like that was impressive because the best part was it wasn't that they just did the alley oop. Is like he did the alley. I guess it would be the alley. The guy that did the alley, like he faked he was going to do the flip around and tuck it in the top corner, and then he just popped it up to the dude and just kind of whacked it in. So it was almost like
So
it
they're
was
playing
an
a
alley.
game of whack fuck.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
Very
Only in
hockey-esque.
this case, it was the goalie saying "fuck." Like that guy.
Yeah.
Imagine the goalie. Imagine you're the goalie, and the dude's behind the goal, and he picks up the puck with his stick, which is already kind of witchcraft. Like it always amazes me when those guys can scoop up the puck like they do, like they're holding a fucking spatula, and he
It's like physics don't
thinks
matter.
like he's gonna wrap around and then just flips it over, and you got to be looking at that dude and just go, "Are you fucking shitting me?" And then somebody smacks it out of the air right through the 5-hole, and you're like, "Well, god damn it, what am I even supposed to do with it? This is bullshit at this point." I have not seen an alley-oop that impressive since Mighty Ducks 2 when they alley-ooped it and scored against Iceland after Adam Banks got tripped. It was amazing, and the Mighty Ducks alley-oops synonymous at this point.
Mike, you're such a cake eater. I mean, you are. You are the definition of a cake eater, right? And it's probably vanilla cake with vanilla frosting too.
I mean, I love cake. I don't know.
Only if you're selling, or only if you're having cake at the cancer kid's house. Like there's for sure vanilla cake and vanilla frosting to go with.
Moving on.
We don't want to talk about cancer here, Scott. We don't even want to touch on Jimmy V week and like how it's the biggest fucking farce ever. ESPN.
Whoa! That's a hot take. That's a hot fucking take. Hang on. Get out the goddamn barbecue.
I'll do it. Get it out. Come on. Solo this shit because I've had a fucking problem with Jimmy V week and now Scott's gone.
I made
Scott leave. Yeah. Jimmy V week is shit. It's just ESPN and ABC's way to write shit off because I guarantee you those fucking asshole corporations don't give a fuck about curing cancer. You know what they care about? Getting more people to watch their shit ass cartoons like Paw Patrol and whatever the fuck else it is. Who knows? Who even cares these days? It doesn't matter what they're called. All our stupid ass children and then young adults are going to watch them. But what they do is they monetize trying to cure cancer to make you feel good about it. But really what they do is they take 10 days of live broadcast time and write it off. Because, if we do like a 5-minute spot in a 13-minute window, then that was a charity window and that was cost free. All I got to say is it is the fakest fucking thing I've ever seen. If ESPN actually cared about curing cancer, they wouldn't take a week to put that shit and force feed it on you in every single show and every single commercial break. What they would do is they would take the revenue from all those commercial partners that were paying them for those breaks during those broadcasts and donate it to cancer and not say shit about it. Because if you actually cared about making progress and helping humanity, you wouldn't need credit for it. But that's all they want to do. Every year, they push this shit in our face. They throw it in the front of you. And look, man, I love Jim Valvano. I love his speech, and he had exactly the right intent. But they've taken it away from him, and they've commercialized it. And that, to me, is disgusting, and it's sick. If you really want to cure cancer, then do the right thing, man, and stop earning advertising dollars off of quote unquote fighting cancer.
I feel like somewhere in this hot take we switched over to a conspiracy theory.
No, motherfucker, because this shit's
I don't
real.
know
I
how
will
it
fight you
happened
on
or
that.
where it happened, but I felt like we had to get the conspiracy theory music in there as well. Although Drew, shout out to you, Matt Stanton, saying he's back on Team Drew, even though you've been so sassy today. So your sass may have lost your.
If you're really trying to cure cancer, you do not need to tell other people how much you're trying to cure cancer. You just go fucking do it.
That's right. You
just
don't
go fucking
tell
do it.
anybody, and then you get a 5-second record, and you cure fucking cancer. God damn it.
Matt Campbell, given time and resources, could cure cancer by biting it in the kneecap.
Matt Campbell, the coach at Iowa State.
Really?
Yes, Matt Campbell.
There is a Matt Campbell. Like, I understand now that I fucked up Dan Campbell, but there is actually a Matt Campbell, and you know where he coaches?
Yes,
That's
because
impressive.
his name was tossed around as a potential Notre Dame hire after Brian Kelly left. Matt Campbell, Iowa State.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, we didn't.
They're like,
I'm
who's
so
the
glad
next
we
up
didn't.
and coming white guy?
I'm gonna be honest. I have a thing to say, but I'm a bit nervous. I don't.
Say it. Say it.
Say it. Say it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Say it.
I'm ready.
Say
it. Marcus Freeman is no Mike Tomlin, if you will.
What?
Elaborate.
He has a lighter disposition.
Race card.
Not that it matters, but
I didn't know that's where. When Mike said elaborate, I didn't know that's where you're going. And he timed it so perfectly with the race card. Holy fuck.
I thought you were going to say Marcus Freeman is the first Korean coach in Notre Dame history. I thought that's where you were going with that. But you went there.
Lighter disposition.
Yeah, a little bit. And
fuck.
Look, I feel good about it because Ty Willingham wasn't.
Race.
Wild card, bitches!
You hit the wild card. That just went card.
God, Scott, I was hoping when I just said Ty, you were gonna pop right in, and I was like, shit.
I didn't know where you were going.
I didn't know
2
either.
times in a row. I was just like, I'm gonna wait this one out.
Yeah, I wanted to see where that one was going. Let's talk basketball real quick.
Boom shakalaka!
Crosstown shootout Saturday. Mookie didn't even know it was happening. That's why he's a great Xavier fan, really into the team this year. He understands what's going on. I want to know, Scott, Mookie, is this the weekend that Travis Steele goes into Dana's and drops $3,000? Because when he first beat UC, he went to Dana's and he dropped $1,000. Actually, he had his kid drop $1,000. It was a badass move. And then last year, he dropped $2,000. One for each win over UC. Does he get to drop $3,000 at Dana's on Saturday night?
Yes.
Mookie, is he dropping $3K?
No, because what's going to happen is he's going to pull all the cash out of one ATM and then go another and try to pull it out. And it's like, well, no, you just can't take another grand out. You got to take like $1,050. So he's going to drop $350 at Dana's. $350.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna
say it right to like finish the joke. Like, come on, man. About 350.
About 350.
He's gonna drop
how it goes.
350.
I thought I threw it in there as the $350. He's gonna have 2,000 from the first ATM.
Excuse me, sir. I'll have one poor boy.
Yes, that's me right there in Louisiana.
One poor boy for me and one poor boy for my family.
Brian Kelly. There's nowhere I'd rather be than down here with you, my family.
Brian Kelly's accent is almost as good as Drew's Italian accent. Almost, not quite there, but it's almost there. Let's talk baseball.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Do you understand how much
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Scott, is it official now? Apparently, the A's are moving to Vegas. Like they've put in a bid to buy the Tropicana.
Wait, baseball's still a thing? Like there's a
Yeah,
baseball
even though
league?
it's locked out, even though they erased all the players' pictures and names.
I love that level of petty. Like I'm all on board with that shit.
They instructed writers to not write about players. Like if you wrote for MLB.com, you were not allowed to write an article that included a player's name. And everybody's like, why are you guys doing this? And nobody knows. It's just like the weirdest move that baseball's just like, legal reasons, just leave us alone and get rid of all these pictures on the website. They've just gotten rid of everything. It's weird,
dude.
It is so weird.
I love it so much though, because like there was someone that was like, look, all right, when this thing goes into effect, we need to get all the pictures off all our websites, okay, right? And like, so there was probably a couple days planning ahead of time, and so there were nerds somewhere they're going, why does this matter? Like, are you serious? Like, you want us to do work to put their pictures off the site? Really? Okay, I guess. And so like there were people somewhere in the globe, I don't know, I was gonna say America, but who knows, they could be offshore, that at like 12:01 and whatever day the lockout went into effect, like someone clicked a button somewhere and then like deleted 5,000 humans life efforts to be a professional baseball player just to be that fucking petty. And I love it. That's fantastic. Baseball, you're moving up in my rankings, man.
It's pretty amazing. But Scott, this was reported by CNBC this week that the A's have put in a bid to buy the Tropicana and potentially build a ballpark in Las Vegas. So I know we've talked about it before. It's like, are they going to move? Well, this is just them leveraging. Do you think this is finally it? The A's are leaving Oakland and they're going to end up in Vegas?
I'll believe the A's are leaving Oakland when I see them playing baseball somewhere not that dump. Like seriously, the A's have made so many different moves towards Las Vegas over the last 20 years that like nothing's happened. Like it's all just flirting and idle threats. Like the A's ain't going fucking nowhere. They'll be playing at the Coliseum when our kids are playing baseball.
Here's what's amazing about this. The fact that they they're trying to buy the Tropicana, which is what is that?
What is the Tropicana? Like
it's a casino
thing.
It's a casino.
All right. So they're buying the casino on the strip. They're buying property in Vegas.
Yes, they're buying a casino and will likely demolish it and build a stadium in it.
Because you said Tropicana, I was like thinking, why are they buying shit in Tampa?
You're imagining them buying just a whole shitload of orange juice, and they're like, "That's it, we're going to Vegas."
No, that's the name of the damn stadium in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, no, the Rays, right? The Rays play at Tropicana Field.
Yes.
Yeah,
now who's the drunk asshole, fucker?
That's amazing. I said the Tropicana in Vegas, didn't I? Anyways,
nah,
but that's here's what I think is amazing. I love the idea.
Oh, you think I'm detail oriented? That's cute.
I love this idea of there just being a baseball stadium on the strip. Like imagine just walking down the strip and then there's a baseball stadium. Like I know the Raiders play in Vegas, but the stadium isn't on the strip, and the Golden Knights, the stadium isn't on the strip. Like that's crazy that a baseball stadium is going to be right there next to like the Luxor. That's bizarre. Go ahead, Drew.
This is how we finally get live sports books in stadiums like they have in England.
Except we already have that.
No, we don't.
You want to bet on that one?
Bitch, are you serious right now? No, we don't have like pitch by pitch or like play by play type of sports books here yet. They're more like futures bets or like halftime.
I was
quarter
drinking
bet.
Headless Astronaut, a 5% pumpkin amber this week.
I love this guy's got a piece of paper too, by the way. Like,
well, it comes with your beer drop shipment. They give you a little little insert to give you some factoids about it. But anyway, on the scale of 0 to 17 pounds of shrimp, I started with 13, and I'm going to stick it out here. I'm going to stay in the same range. I'm going to go 15. This is a 15 out of 17. The pumpkin flavor stays around, and the amber adds just enough. So, yeah.
Hey, back in January, the Washington Nationals announced plans to open the first sports book at an MLB stadium and for that will allow fans at Nats games to place bets from their seats. Hey, Drew, fuck you. What are you drinking?
Hey, Mike, have they done that yet? Or was it
Yes.
just a deal to do a thing? Really?
Yes.
They've actually taken a bet.
Yes.
They've
the
actually
sports
taken a
books
bet
are
in live
open
baseball
within-
action.
Yes.
Prove it.
Okay.
Prove
I'll
it.
get another one
Eat
for
that
you.
dick right
I'll
there.
get another one for you. Okay, go ahead. Tell us what you're drinking.
I was drinking Phantasm Advanced Fluid Dynamics. It was a DIPA from Weldwerks Brewing Company. It was good once you get into it. Initially had a little bit bitter taste. The hops were a little bit more in your face than I'd expect, but at the same time, it kind of calmed it down. And again, with an 8.9% by volume, that's just going to happen. So once someone reminds me of the rating scale, I will do that.
0 to 17 pounds of shrimp cocktail, man. Come on.
Like 2.5, because I would get 2 pounds in and be like, oh, this is not going to be good. I'm allergic
a
to
great
this. But I'm going to still go a half pound in and then I'm going to vomit it all up. So it was worth it.
I don't understand that rating. Mike, what were you drinking?
I was drinking FivePine chocolate porter from Three Creeks Brewing. You know what's great about this beer is it just reminds me of the William Hill Sportsbook that opened up inside of Capital One Arena, where Washington plays both hockey and basketball. It just reminds me of that and that awesome sportsbook where you can go into an arena and bet live during the game, and it's open and it's currently active.
But you're serious? Like you can walk up in there and be like, "Listen, I bet you $2 the Capitals will not score on this power play."
I don't know what prop bets they offer, but it's a sports book within Capital One Arena. Look it up. Anyways, this one was a really good porter. Porter month continues for me. Week 2 of Porter month, and I'm loving every minute of Porter month. This is a good beer, man. It's super chocolatey. It's got some good ABV. I like this one a lot. I started this one at 15 shrimp cocktail. I'm giving this one 16. It's not quite top of the list. I need a little bit more chocolate flavor, but it's really good. So I'm giving it 16.
I can't wait to join you in Porter month in 2 weeks.
But you're serious? You can place live bets at the arena in America?
Yes, Drew. Yes, there is a sports book open, and I'm telling you, and it's gonna keep coming. They're just gonna keep.
Stop muting me. I thought that Congress said that we weren't allowed to be that aggressive like England.
Nobody muted you. What are you talking about?
Bitch, I will stab you. Why does it look so
Hey
dark
guys,
over
thanks
my
a lot
lip?
for tuning in.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Come at me, bro.
Thanks a lot for tuning in. This will be, I hope you guys enjoyed Mookie's last night on the show. It was a good way to send him off, just a drunken ridiculousness. So be sure to leave us a comment below. Say goodbye to Mookie. Wish him best of luck in all he does. You've done great for the show, Mookie. We appreciate everything you've done, and we're really going to miss you around here. Maybe.
No, you won't. It's
Be
fine.
sure to follow the show.
I have no qualms.
Crafty Sports on Twitter and Instagram. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe and review wherever you get your podcasts. Also, shout out Belly Up Sports. I don't know why Belly Up Sports keeps us around, but we love them. BellyUpSports.com. Go check them out. Subscribe and review to all of the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Podcast Network. Scott and I will see you next week. Luke, cheers, man. It's been fun. And everybody else, see you next week. Cheers, everybody. Go X.
This was the episode you learned that Mookie had cancer. You'll feel bad for it next week.
All I know is the Braves are still the champs.
Hell yeah, baby.
And they will be to 2024.